Hi guys, it's Tammy. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're working on a problem toilet. It was rocking side to side. The bolts were rusted, and so we got that taken apart. When I got that apart, I realized that the wax ring was misshaped, and we needed to go ahead. We didn't have any leaking, but we needed to go ahead and replace that wax ring and the bolts to the Hercle flange. That's what we're looking at right now. The Hercle flange has been cleaned up about as best as possible. And here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting this wax ring in there and these bolts to secure the commode and to make it steady. So we'll take this step by step. The easiest way to do this is going to be to leave the wax ring off and then to insert your bolts here and over here. Now, I pre-threaded the bolt with this lock nut to go ahead and make the job a little less tedious. The bolt is going to sit like this in that hole, and this will mount to the commode will then mount to this and secure it. So it's easiest if we insert it like so in this hole and then slide it, and then we're going to twist 180 degrees, and then we're going to take our wrench and we're going to tighten up that nut without damaging the wax ring. So let me do that and then we'll be right back. Now that those bolts are inserted, they're nice and sturdy, they're not moving. Then we're going to put this wax ring in. Right like so. And then we're going to have to lift the commode. Now I have it on newspaper simply because there's still a little bit of water in the bowl that you just can't get out. And also to keep from the wax from the bottom of the commode, from the old ring, getting all over the tile and making more of a mess. So now we just have to lift the commode onto those bolts and we'll go to the next step. I did get the commode loaded back onto the bolts. I did disconnect the water line just so that I could lift the commode higher and not risk breaking my connection there. So now all I need to do, I did wipe this up, but in cutting those rusted nuts, we did do a little bit of scratching on that porcelain. I'll have to scrub that a little more. I'm just going to put I've got my washer down. I'm going to finger tighten my nut and then just gently take a wrench and tighten that. We don't want to over tighten too much because we risk cracking this porcelain and then you have to pretty much replace the commode. So that can get expensive and you don't want to have to do that. So just tighten it to where it's not going to move around. Make sure that your bowl is nice and snug. It's not rocking. There's not a humongous gap down here that needs to be shimmed. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a bead of caulking down there to help seal that and help keep it in place so it doesn't move about. So now I can go ahead and reconnect my water line and turn my water on, fill the tank, and then within 24 hours it should be good for use. So a little bit of work, and I did break it down into steps just so that it would be a little easier. But this is DIY, how to replace your commode bolts and your wax ring. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And if you have your own channels, I'll be happy to subscribe back. Thanks for watching, and God bless. One thing I did want to mention, once you've got your water line connected, turn the water on, let the tank fill up, and then flush the toilet a time or two before you actually run your bead of caulk down here, just to make sure that you don't have any leaks and everything's set correctly before you do the caulking. It'd just be a mess to have to tear everything back up, including that caulking. You have to scrape it up and to wash everything down again and start over. Once you've done your caulking, you want to let it dry for 24 hours before you use the Commode again. That way it seals correctly and you don't have any blemishes. Also, a good tip when you're doing your caulking, go ahead and you want to run a bead with your caulking gun just around the bottom there, and then get you a little tub of water, and you're just going to wet your finger and then run along that edge, and that will smooth it out real nice. You won't have any rough edges there, look nice. And then you just take a rag along the edge and very carefully clean the line and mop up any little excess that you have sitting there. Let it dry and you'll be good to go. Thank you so much for watching my video, and have a good day.